Kentucky State University drops the rubber match of a 3-game series with Urbana University here in Frankfort in a 9-6 loss. Being joined by Coach Rob Henry to talk about today's game. Now, Coach, the thing that really showed was your team got down early, 7-0, but came back, got the game within one, 7-6 in the latter part of the innings.
Right.
Still ended up coming away with a loss, but what did you take from this series and today's game?
Well, one of the things we've talked about with our guys lately is commitment, and commitment means being committed to something even when it's not going well. And we try to teach life lessons here. I mean, if you're committed in a relationship with somebody, whether it be a friend or a spouse or a professor or whatever, you've got to be committed to that relationship. And it's the same thing with the ball club. We've got to be committed to our process, even when things aren't good, even when we're down 7-0 in the third inning. And we talked about that because we got a little bit flat, and we talked about needing to have that commitment there, even when things aren't going well. And they responded real well. They came back and they put some timely hits together and scored some runs and got us within shouting distance. And, one swing, one pitch here or there, and we won ourselves a ball game.
Now, with that early deficit, one guy that really seemed to step up coming out of the bullpen was a freshman pitcher, Matthew Oxford. Talk about his performance.
Yeah, Ox came in when we needed it, and he gave up a run in his first inning, was a little bit shaky, gave up a free base, and that resulted in a run. But after that, he got 2 shutdown innings, gave us a chance to get back in the ball game, and he's done that for us all year long. He's pitched a little bit better than his numbers show, but like a lot of our arms on the staff, at times he gives up too many free bases, makes it tough for our defense to work. But he did a nice job coming in, getting the shutdown innings we needed, and giving us a chance to get back in the ball game.
Now, you take from today's game, you take from this series, the pitching has been touch and go throughout the year. Really, the touch has been Josh Dunn.
Absolutely.
The go has been the other part of the staff. But the offense and the defense seem to be there
Yes.
and clicking throughout the year. When will the pitching catch up the defense and the hitting?
If I had the answer to that, I'd be a millionaire. That's one of the tough things about it. That's why Roger Williams at Louisville. That's why Gary Henderson at Mississippi State. That's why Jimmy Bellinger at UK. That's why those guys make the money that they do, because it's a refined art and it's a tough thing to work at. Pitching is such a mental part of the game. Everybody talks about hitting being the most difficult thing in sports. Pitching's not too far behind. And just like anything else in sports, anything else in life, when you start to press, when you put a little bit of pressure on yourself, it's like being stuck in the mud and spinning your wheels. And our pitchers are doing that a little bit, but they are committed to working at it. They're working hard at it. We've talked with them. We saw some good things. Josh Owsley, he threw well in spots, and Oxford came in and threw well, and then Shea Butler at the end came in, and he threw very well at the end also. So there's some bright spots there. There's some things to work on, and like I told him, we're just going to keep working on building this thing with our pitching staff and putting it together.
Next up for Coach Henry and Thoroughbreds later on this week, they go on to Asbury, play them in a 1-game set. Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
That's Coach Rob Henry. Now we'll be joined by senior catcher Greg Alexander. Greg, from what I've seen this year from you specifically, bagging the 4-hole, is you have been consistent. You've had timely hits. You've been RBI guy. What has been the key to what you've done so far this year?
The key to what I've done has just been staying aggressive, trusting in coach's processes, and listening to what he's tasked me to do, because with me being a leader behind the plate, I have to go out there and promote his message and keep it going as a team and keep the flow going like a well-oiled engine.
How do you accept your role being a team leader, being that guy behind the plate that's very vocal?
As I accept my role, it's a lot given, a lot is expected in return, to give out to those guys the energy they lead, that they feed off me, and just bringing all us together for one mission and just getting all us to click. That's why I need 15 on, 15 off.
So you take what we take from this series and from today's game, from a player's perspective, what do you and your teammates take from today?
We take from today, we got to battle back. If our pitcher staff right now is struggling, with the pitcher staff struggling, we just got to stay at it. Just throughout the week, we practice, a lot of reps, a lot of AB, just got to stay in it, man. Just got to keep fighting. The conference coming up, big opponent. Tuskegee sent us home last year. We just got to get ready for them. Got to get ready.
Keep your thing, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, senior catcher Greg Alexander. The Thoroughbreds will be on the road from now and for a couple weeks. Up next, like I said earlier, Asbury University. For Coach Rob Henry and Greg Alexander, I'm Eric Matthews for the Thoroughbred Sports Network.